Sleepless, and oh my gosh, there's a paranormal.
Then I'll be at your door.
Hey guys, this is Rosa Kelly. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to continue with the books that I am currently reading. So I'm going to give you a little update on that. I am reading Sleepless by Romy Hausman, and I am 200 pages in, 220 pages in, and I'm really enjoying this book. So I'm hoping to get this book finished today. I'm sure that can be possible. And then also I am reading The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager. Now I am barely into this book. I haven't been doing much reading. I think I am about 60 pages in, which is not a lot. I'm gonna try to finish this book the next couple of days. Hopefully that is the goal. And then I also do want to start a new book for this vlog, and this is going to be Dracula. And I did find the audiobook for this, so once I finish with Sleepless, I'm gonna jump right into this book. Actually, I already started listening to this for a little bit, and I am super excited. I absolutely love this edition of the book. Now, this is quite a lengthy book. I never read it before. Of course, I watched the Dracula movie from back in the day, and every vampire movie there is. I just really like it. I don't know, but never have read the actual original book. So I'm gonna get to this. This is the goal. This is the goal for the next couple of days. Now, it is around noon. I'm actually feeling sick today. It was really hard getting out of bed. I have this huge headache. I have my sore throat that has been building up for the last couple of days. So it's gonna be a take easy, relax and read couple of days, hopefully. I was cleaning the studio a little bit. I can probably give you a small little tour in a bit. And so yeah, so I also want to plan the videos that I want to be recording this weekend for my other channel. And I love these read-a-thons because they kind of push me to kind of have a plan for reading. Usually I'm just very scattered on what I read, but I'm really enjoying all the books. For this book, Sleepless, again, I think I only have like about 3 hours left on the audiobooks, but I guess I can give you a midway review. And so I am loving this book. As this is as good as it gets. Like in terms of thriller, this is giving me all the thriller emotions. Like I want to know what is happening. So we're following two friends, Nadia and Laura. And so Nadia was convicted when she was 15 years old for a crime, and so she was finally released out of prison, and she met this friend Laura. So Laura is basically her only friend. She's a person who she really connects to, and then suddenly Laura says that she had killed somebody and she didn't know. I guess my neighbor's cutting his grass right now. We're gonna go for it. Her friend kills somebody and she doesn't know what to do. She has this little girl. She's afraid that she's gonna be in prison, and she basically wants to get rid of the body, get rid of the evidence, but she's just not brave enough to go through with that. And so Nadia, seeing her friend so desperate, really wants to help her, and so they decide to drive together to this house that is kind of like secluded, far away, and bury the body there. And that is just the beginning of it, because then once they get there, they find someone there and everything just changes. There's a lot of like investigation type of feeling on this book, like going like digging the past, and I just really enjoy all those elements again. And then so the letters that you are seeing throughout the book as well are kind of giving you clues of what has happened. I can't with this noise so I'm just gonna continue reading this book, and I will talk about it once I am finished. I just have this little bit left. So I just finished Sleepless, and oh my gosh, definitely 5 stars for this book. I enjoy like the last half of, or the last 30% of the book was like shocking detail after shocking detail. And so you're basically following the two friends, and then you see basically towards the end all the dots connecting, and it was just really shocking for me to see, number one, what happened to Nadia when she was a kid. She had a little brother who she didn't know what happened with him, because once she was sent to prison, basically I think the brother went to foster care, and then you realize, or you learn who the letters are from, and then also Laura being her friend. You discover if she was, what was her history as well. So I don't want to spoil anything, but I definitely, oh my gosh, I'm blown away by this book. I'm definitely going to check out the other book by the same author that is called Dear Child. I just love when books have so many entangled secrets, and how like things that came at the beginning, how everything comes to play. And again, amazing, loved it, highly recommend. I feel better, so I'm probably gonna make me some coffee and do a little organizing. I don't know if you can see, but I am in the process of organizing my studio here, so I still have to go through all of those boxes. And so yesterday I brought in this table because I do want to put my like a little sewing station here. So I kind of want to make it I don't know, I am getting pictures from Pinterest and kind of making myself a little mood board. That way I kind of have some direction on what I want. I definitely don't want a lot of clutter. I want little stations like the sewing station. This is like my inspiration shelf, and then over here I want all my supplies, but I do want them to be hiding somewhere because I don't like seeing supplies. I got these little pictures, or I don't know, what do you call these, paintings from, where did we go, Marshalls. And so I think those will be really cute up here, especially because I literally have this chair. I mean, this is my chair exactly as the painting. And then I'm still kind of figuring things out. I don't know if I want the printer here or in the house on my like work office. I'm not sure yet, and I don't want to get myself overworked because again, I'm not feeling super well, but I am gonna take care of some little things here. Yeah, so just taking care of little things here and there, trying to basically just come out with idea, creating a mood board and trying to figure out what to put where. And at some point I'm gonna have to go through things to do a little bit of this stash. Although I don't really have like a ton of stuff, I still feel like I have more things than what I actually need. But anyway, so next I'm going to be listening to Dracula. Like, I'm super excited, and probably tonight I'll be watching a scary movie. We'll see. I'm excited about this book. It is quite long. It is 15 hours on the audiobook, but when I start an audiobook, usually I want to put the audiobook and kind of read the few chapters as I read along, and then once I get into the story, I can just switch to audiobook only. So hopefully after that it will go a little bit faster. We'll see if I get to finish it. I'm super excited. I don't want to annotate anything on the book because it's so pretty, so hopefully I don't get too confused. So yeah, so those are the plans for the day today. Hey guys, so it is a Friday today. It is the last day of the Read-A-Thon for me, and I just finished work. So me and the girls are going to go to the mall, and they're gonna get together with their cousins, so which means I'm gonna have a little bit of time for reading. I'm probably gonna sit at a cafe and read, but first we're gonna have lunch. So we're gonna have lunch, then they're gonna shop. I'm going to sit and hopefully do some reading. So yesterday I did a little bit of reading, but not too much. I was actually feeling a little sick, and I just laid in bed, and I was watching a scary movie, and it got a little too scary, and I fell asleep. So yeah, that was the end of my day. Not a lot of reading yesterday.
They were in high school when they met, and things got kinda awkward. With sparks in the air, he would stare at her in class, and she would try to act cool. But it was obvious, like, ooh, they would be together, ooh. And one day she said, write me a love song, 'cause I know you'll make it beautiful. And maybe I'll call you my sweetheart, and promise nobody can steal me away. Then I am yours, 'cause I want you, and I wanted you to know. He looked at her and then he smiled, picked up a pen and paper, and started writing. Probably something about her eyes and how they're always shining, or something cliche like, ooh, baby, I only want you. It's true. And then he said, I wrote you a love song, and I tried to make it beautiful. It's a song about your sweet, sweetheart, and how nobody can steal me.
We just came back home from the mall. We actually went to have lunch, and we didn't go into the stores. The girls were just like hanging out with their cousins, but I did go to Barnes & Noble as I was waiting for them for a little bit, and I found some good books. So I was trying to do the read a chapter challenge and pick a book, but I actually ended up liking both books after I read the first chapter. So I grabbed both. The first one is All I Want by Darcy Bell, and I've never read any Darcy Bell, but of course the cover called me. And I read the back here and it sounded really interesting, and so that's why I said, okay, I'm gonna try a chapter. So on this book, we're following this couple who kind of decide to buy this Victorian house to save some money, and once they move there, they start seeing all these weird things happening. But I think on this book, more than haunted house, it has something to do with the neighbors around them. And it says, sinister, suspenseful, and utterly engrossing. All I Want is a terrifying descent into the dark side of domestic life that will forever change the way you look at your neighbors and your loved ones. So doesn't that sound so creepy? And it's quite a short book. The other one is The Haunting of Ashbourne House. So on this book, we're following Adrienne, and she inherits this house from a relative that she didn't know she had. And she has heard the stories behind the house, but she basically has no option because she has nowhere to go. She doesn't have any money. So she decides to ignore all the warnings and go and live in this house. And so far, I was reading how she was like moving into this house with her cat, and I just thought it was so cute how she talks about her cat as well a little bit, and how her cat like gives her those like stare eyes. And you know, when there's a haunted house and there's a cat, it just, everything just elevates, for me at least, because if my cat start like making weird noises, that makes me really scared. That's what I got at Barnes & Noble. It is super hot right now, and I'm drinking hot coffee, so I don't know what I'm doing. But I am going to continue with Dracula. I'm listening to, like I said, the audiobook, and I think right now I'm actually ice cream. Yeah, we need to go get ice cream. Hey guys, so it has been a couple days and I definitely wanted to finish out the vlog and update you on my reading. So I did finish The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager and I enjoyed the book so much. I didn't have the audiobook. I heard the audiobook, like the way the character tells the story. It's probably a little bit annoying. I don't know. I haven't heard the audiobook. I still have it on hold, so I will listen to the audiobook later on as well. But I did enjoy the book. There's some aspects that I love, but there's some aspects, of course, that I feel like they could have been taken out. I'm still thinking about the book. In general, I don't like that most of Riley Sager's novels kind of rely a little bit on the fact that the female character has a flaws. Like sometimes she doesn't remember what she did or she doesn't believe in herself. And this time she was basically an alcoholic, so she doesn't know if what she's seeing is true or not. And I just feel like that character has been a little bit overplayed. But I did enjoy the whole setting. I thought the setting on this book was really well executed. Like you imagine yourself being on this cabin in Vermont, on this house across the lake. I love the town. I love the describing aspects of all the people that live around the town, or it's like I believe 5 houses around the lake, and how like all the families basically like know each other. I also love the aspect of like the serial killer on the loose. I do feel like the paranormal part of the book maybe could have been taken out. It was just a little bit hard for me to kind of wrap it all together, and if that makes any sense. But I did enjoy the book. I highly recommend you read it. I thought it was super entertaining, and I do like the short chapters and the mysteries, and just always want to know what happens next. I love that about Riley Sager novels. So that is this one. And then I am also reading Dracula. Now I'm not finished with Dracula. I am about 50% done with this book, and I think I still have like 7 hours left on the audiobook. And I have been going back and actually sitting down and reading as well, because I do love, like, this book is narrated basically on diary pages and letters, and that's how you are building the story of Dracula, which is so iconic. And I can see now how so many books were based on this one book, the story of vampires, especially back in the day when this book came out. You know, it was definitely something new. I'm just enjoying this book so much. I'm definitely going to be taking my time a little bit more with this book, because I do feel like this is a book that you cannot just put on audiobook. You kind of want to read it, you want to eat it up, you want to enjoy, relax, and just enjoy the moment. So those are the books that I read for Summerween. I hope you guys enjoy the vlogs. I'm sorry if this vlog is coming a little bit late, because I have a busy week ahead and I will be editing and uploading as soon as I can. But yeah, I want to thank you guys for watching. I will be back with my July wrap up and talk about all the books that I read, all my Summerween books, and also some summer books that I read as well. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.
They all seem to change while I'm still the same, 'cause I just can't let go, and there's no one to blame.